Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. What a game we have for you here. The first meeting of the year between two of the NFL's most hostile divisional rivals. This matchup always among the most anticipated games of the regular season. It's the Texans going up against the Colts. With that, let's get you up to Indianapolis. Standing by, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And we welcome you to Lucas Oil Stadium, which opened back in 2008 here in the Circle City of Indianapolis, Indiana. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Houston Texans and the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Texans, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And last week, they put together a 3-touchdown victory, and were never challenged in that game. Let's see if they have a little bit of a letdown here.
Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Luck on first down. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the play. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Sometimes when I see these types of plays executed, I think of basketball. Guys boxing other guys off to go out and get a rebound.
And he got the rebound right there. But the defense was really placed well.
Yeah, they were right there. I mean, that's where it's really tough for a defender. When you're in the right spot, you're draped on the guy catching the ball, yet he still comes down with it.
And he'll bang that one through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. And that is how you retaliate after getting scored on one play, big pass downfield, and you hit the end zone.
Almost feels like two boxers just throwing haymakers at each other, doesn't it? One connects with a big one, the other comes right back. Okay, I'll show you. And they attacked right back on the first play of the drive and hit them big.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw two tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
Here's Locke. Going right side here, and that's complete. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. They'll come out in the pistol. Now a play fake, and it's Locke. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Their big tight end, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. And nowadays in NFL football, you have to account for all the receivers, sure, but the tight end's such a weapon, and they prove it right there.
Oh, without a doubt. And we're seeing now the golden age of tight ends catching the football. I go back to Kellen Winslow. To me, he was the prototype of what we're seeing today. We're seeing it each and every week now.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Colts defensive unit trots back out there. Obviously a close game from the defensive standpoint. Maybe don't want to blow it too much out of proportion, but how important is this drive?
I think it's huge for them because they've got to find a way to help out their offense, whether it's doing it themselves, taking the ball away and scoring, or setting their offense up in a good position to give them a chance to fully be back in this game.
Sometimes that defense triggers the offense. We'll see. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. They'll drop the throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning, and then it's about execution. So they put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the result, a Houston touchdown. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On second down, here's Locke. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Hilton, the lone receiver, right. On first down, Locke. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. Here's Luck now on second down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Second down, 8. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Again, we'll see the pistol here. To throw is Locke. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. And that one results in 35 yards.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner. Toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston. Then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use. And the offense in a great spot. It's 1st and goal from the 3. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, after last week, where he kept finding the end zone, what do you have, 2 touchdown runs?
Yep.
He's got to be just a tad frustrated here. Close, but he hasn't gotten in.
Maybe they give him another shot. We'll see.
Well, I would think so. I think he's built up that type of equity, but the guys on the other side of the ball know it too.
It fights him off. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
This will be caught at about the 5. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
This kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's doing his job, but the bottom line, they're losing. They've got a deficit to make up here, and he knows it.
And quarterbacks who last in this league learn that lesson really early. You may have had a great stat line and felt pretty good about how you played, but if your team didn't win, it almost doesn't matter. And right now, he's adopted that attitude. How do I get better? How does my team get better? How do we find?
And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Texans have retaken the lead. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. 1-play drive and into the end zone for 6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Andrew Luck and company heading back onto the field. You know, normally he's probably happy with how he's playing. He's playing pretty well, but in the second quarter, you look up, your team's losing. I don't think any quarterback's satisfied.
Not at all, and what they're really seeking is, how do I play even better and inspire my teammates to do exactly the same in order for us to get back on top on the scoreboard. That's when you find out you have a quarterback. If they're just satisfied with their stat line,
they're not really a leader.
Not at all. You just have a guy playing the position.
Offense still needing 10 yards, 2nd down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Larry Ridley will have first half highlights and analysis.
LR, plenty to show in this one.
Going to be a busy man at intermission. Now it's Luck. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Colts are once again going to retake the lead. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Illegal block in the back. Return team. Automatic first down.
first down. He'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to loft one deep. Oh, wide open. Complete. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Texans have once again taken the lead. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans defense heading back out now, ready to get their cracks again. Their secondary, they have some things to sort out. They've given up 3 touchdowns. That last drive was basically all through the air.
No doubt about it. And what they're also hoping is to get their big guys up front going and give them a little cover with some pass rush. Right now, they're not getting that. The leverage battle being won by the offense, and that's really hurting the guys in the secondary. They're carving them right up.
I like that. The former DB making sure that the guys up front are responsible, too.
I'm not trying to throw them under the bus or anything, but maybe I just backed up over them, didn't I?
A little bit. A gain of 6 there on first. And now they're in the hurry-up. To throw on second down is Locke. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Now a play fake, and it's Locke. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the first down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
That's 3rd down, 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why, looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And this one complete to Will Fuller. Will Fuller, nobody there to stop him. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And able to use the stiff arm to gain leverage. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They come up in an offset eye. Going to give this time to the tailback. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Holding offense.
And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get across the... And now the Texans want to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Wonder what's in the offensive playbook on 3rd and 13. We're about to find out. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded just inside the 20. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And a look here at the Colts defense. They're losing here as we begin the third quarter, trying to stop this from being a bigger deficit.
I used to play for a coach who always talked about getting the other team's attention. And in this case, they want to let them know that you're going to do the dictating from here on out, not the other way around.
Trying to impose their will as we start the third. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Trying to lay one up deep. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. 75 yards. And the Texans will extend their lead. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it. But think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
That's fielded in the end zone. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run.
And a loose football. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. He did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
And the Texans set to come onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
That's
I mean,
true.
that's what you...
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A shotgun snap for Luck. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And it's a 14-yard pickup, but it'll still be second down. And he is enjoying another fine performance just like a week ago. I mean, let's be honest, when he's playing like this, it creates a lot of matchup nightmares.
And it really does, because it creates a ton of headaches. You tried to design so many coverage for a guy like this, but truthfully, he should have an answer to anything that's thrown at him. If you throw a linebacker at him, he should have speed and agility on his side. If you throw a defensive back against him, he should have size on his side. So no matter what you throw at it, he should have the final answer. And in his last 2 games,
he has.
Oh, boy, has he ever.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. Well, that was better than the first go-around when he lost yardage, but still nothing there, and that sets up a 3rd and long. Tough spot here.
Put it mildly. Sometimes I wonder if some of that old-school football should come back into play. You know what I would think here? Quick kick. Try and change field position, help out your team.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck. And he's got his man Hilton. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Here's Luck now on second down. That is caught at the 7. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards. So tough to cover a big tight end like that.
It changes the chalk, as one of my coaches like to say, meaning the normal things don't apply. All right, you used to say, okay, there's a tight end going out. We're either going to put a big...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Lawrence Virgil in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
4 down, 4 down.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Now Luck on 3rd and goal. Surveying the field. And that is incomplete. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Desperation time for Luck on 4th down. He's got time in the pocket. And it is incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And this Texans defense stands tall. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to sling this. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Another pistol look here. On 2nd and 10, Locke. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing on 3rd down, Locke. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Give him 11 on the gain there, and it's good enough for an Indianapolis 1st down.
Remember how much we enjoyed watching him last week?
It's the same thing this week. Look at those numbers.
I'd hate to be a defender right now because no matter what they're throwing at him in terms of coverages, he's finding ways to defeat it. And even when he's covered, he's not covered. What is he doing? What's that term they use? He's uncovering and making big catches. Really fun to watch. I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Play action. It's Locke. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Their big tight end, with his third touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They go back to the air here after the INT. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 21 that time. And that'll be good for a Houston first. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it a 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can...
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st and 10, Locke. Now they go screen. It's complete. Stays on his feet. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Holding offense.
So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. Out of the gun, Luck. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware, a ball may come your way.
Second down now after the pass completion. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. To throw on second down is Locke. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Third and long, it's Locke. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time. Now fourth down.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
This is taken at the 15. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially given 15, and the Texans take possession. We get a glance at the Colts defense as they work their way back on the field. They've had a day that they probably want to forget. Maybe it's a good thing it's a day game because they've got the night maybe to wash this one away.
There's always a thing called the 24-hour rule, win or lose, right? That you're supposed to have 24 to absorb and then let it go. Yeah, the clock starts a little bit earlier when you play a day game, right? And they can let this thing go and move on from there.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to loft one, deep left. Now the defense loses him. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know there are plenty of people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see. Just one play resulting in the touchdown. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. On first down, he's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's brought down. A nice little juke move. Now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. On second down, here's Locke. They've got his man complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Luck on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Luck now on second down. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout. And now we're set to get going. Hilton, the lone receiver, right. From the gun on third down, Locke. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And now out comes Houston. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep.
That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play.
Ohio! Ohio! Come on, let's go! Ohio! Ohio! Ohio!
That one looks like he'll throw here. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And welcome back. The offensive unit, they took the timeout, and now they get set to line up as we resume action. He'll look to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Houston, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.